I thought I was already up there. Hello, everybody. Laura back again. I have been working on my um, crochet tank top. Actually, it's a wrap. It's really going to be pretty. I hope it fits me. Hi, Suzanne. Thank you for being here. And I've been working on my duvet since I did have the day off from my training position today, which was kind of nice because I got to get ahead on making food. Hello, Janice. Thank you for being here. Give me just a second. I'm trying to text somebody and hopefully I can find, there it is. Okay, there's that one and this one. Hi, cool gamer. Thank you for being here. Venus doesn't have a place to sit at the moment as I am no longer facing my yarn wall. Uh, that's due to changes in the apartment. Changes in the apartment. So, because I'm rearranging stuff and I'm sorting through stuff, and so everything's a mess on that side. So you got my door behind me tonight. So that's that. Okay, so I've been working on my duvet cover. I got the two longest seams, one all the way around the bottom, yes, and then the other one, oh, across the top. I got them zigzagged so that hopefully I won't have any problems with my seams. Because a couple of them were smaller than they should have been because things didn't quite. Anyway, if it falls apart, I'll have extra material. I can cover the problem, sew it by hand, fix it up on the backside too, so that it doesn't fall apart further. But yeah, I mean, I can take care of it at least for a while. Probably about, oh, I'd say a good 20 years, but we'll see how long it lasts. Anyway, no, I've been doing that. I've been working on my tank top. Oops, I forgot I had that in there. Was taking notes on a class at work. So I have my notebook in my bag. Just forgot it was in there. Okay, so where am I here? I got lots of string where I shouldn't have lots of string. There's my loop. Now I got to shrink it. Okay. So, besides rearranging and sorting through boxes and throwing stuff away and reboxing stuff that I don't want to get rid of, and then I'll probably end up going through that at least one more time because I need to try and shrink the amount of space I have in a storage unit. I'll have to get a smaller one eventually. And then I will start rotating stuff. Like I have way too many blankets. I need to give a few away. Oopsie. So there should have just been one. I forgot I was on the, excuse me, I forgot I was on the decrease area. So there's that one. And then this one. And then this one gets two. Okay. Oops, that stitch is way too big. So I had some fun this weekend. So at least I can say that. Excuse me. Dinner is kind of stuck in my throat. They don't know why, because I was fine. Is my water down there? Hi, Venus. Is my water down there by you? Hi, Venus. There's my water. It is down on the floor by her. You're gonna lay on your bed? I'll put your bed on the floor for you, so you don't have to lay on the floor. Oopsie. Almost lost my stitch. Are you gonna jump up? Somebody wants to come and be part of the program. Come here. Come on. Or you can jump up there, whichever. What? Are you coming up? Are you coming up? Are you coming up? Come here. Come here. I can't reach you. I'm too far away. Now she's turned her butt, so I can't get her. All right. Well, hopefully she'll join us eventually. This is almost too bright. Let's take it down a notch. I just wasn't sure if I was going to have light enough to crochet by because I'm not over where the light is actually shining across the room. But I think I have enough light. No, I can't pick her up, so she's just going to have to get up here on her own, I guess. Don't need the mouse, so that's no. Okay, right now, there we go. Set it down so my mouse isn't in the way if she decides to jump up over here. Had to clean some stuff off my table. Had to clean some stuff. Something's not right. What did I do? Oh my gosh. Let's try that again. Well, I didn't mean to be boring as we got dropped from 4 to 1. Oh well. So I'm just working. I know I can't hold it up high enough. Maybe I should lower my computer. Then I'll cut off my horn, but if I get this thing out of the way, out from underneath it. Okay. I don't know if you're still going to be able to see me crocheting or not because I don't have, oh well, whatever. See, but if I go any lower, it cuts off my horn. What's the point of wearing my horn if I have to cut it off in the frame? All right. I have my other horn on. It's the one I wear most of the time. Yeah, bring it down a little more. No, it didn't work. A little more. A little more. There we go. Now maybe you'll be able to see me crocheting. Okay, I think I got this now. I call this clip my horn because when I get when I get on my bus, I go up on the lift and then I walk straight in and dink, I hit my clip on the roof of the bus. And the driver goes, "Oh my, are you okay?" "Yeah, I just forgot to duck." Ha 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 ha. Funny. But you don't think about how tall you are. It's not like I mean, I'm standing with my walker, but I'm still standing. So then you add the height of my hair with the clip in it, and all of a sudden I'm too tall. Really makes me wonder how some of the guys that are taller, the men that are taller than me, get on and off the bus without whacking their heads. Of course, they don't have a horn on top of their heads like I do. My clip, my horn. I don't wear this one outside of the apartment. Thank you. Oh, well, that's all right. It looks okay. Ah, thank you, Janice. Appreciate that. So anyway, yeah, it's not a lot going on in my life that I can talk about because, well, you know. And if you don't know, you can always send me an email at Laura's Yarn Talk. That's LaurasYarnTalk at gmail.com. And if you don't know how to spell Gmail, then I don't know what to say. Hi, Sue. Hi, everyone. After a mega struggle connecting the to mobile data, which has been a big problem today. Well, I'm sorry that you had that problem. My second Janice, that purple looks nice on you. Thank you very much. Purple's been my favorite color for a very, very, very long time. This is not my favorite shade, but I have a lot of tops that are this shade, which has more pink, more red in it. You can't tell in the picture, but it is actually a lighter purple than that. The one in the picture is actually closer to the dark purple that I like. I do have a couple of dark purple tops, uh, but this one is actually more of a it's more of a red. It's more of a red purple. I can't think of what I'm trying to say. Anyhow, but thank you. I appreciate that. I've always loved purple since I was about 3 years old. That when I couldn't even say the word right. Okay, should we get close? There's the other one. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to hold it up. Even with it down here, I'm still holding it down too low. All right, I took off my horn. Let's cut off the top of my head. And maybe you can see what I'm trying to do here. Okay, there's that one. This one is called the brick stitch. It's not off like I thought a brick stitch would be, but I guess that's just me thinking of bricks on the side of a building, and not one on top of the other like this. And then I end up with these windows, so it looks like a double pane window instead of a brick stitch. Oh well. Can you even see it? There we go. So, yep, I've just stayed at home today. I worked on a few things. I cooked ahead, so I actually have 3 meals in the refrigerator for lunches, and then tomorrow night I will cook up another batch of food, and then I will have that for dinner tomorrow night, and either lunches or dinners depending on how I feel, what I feel like eating, and when I feel like eating it. So it's all Chinese. Whoops, I lost my stitch. Not that loud. I lost my 4G LTE fixed wireless broadband for hours this weekend since my cellular signal sucks. I ended up struggling with the internet, mostly working outside, laugh out loud. Signals a lot. Oh, a bit better there. Oh, okay, yeah. I understand that. I was having problems getting the signal inside the building that I do my training job at. So I ended up having to call one of the doctor's offices that I owed money to and try to pay him because I couldn't get to the darn web page that I needed to get to find out how much I even owed him. So I finally just called and said, "Hey, this is my problem. Can you get me to the right people?" She did. And then I managed to uh, pay the bill because it wasn't as much as I thought it was supposed to be. Wow. Told you Venus would come up and see us. Oh, look at that kitty face. Oh, they missed that kitty face. Evie, you have to come back. You're going to walk over the keyboard. You can't get in my lap. You can't get in my lap. You can't get in my lap. You have to jump down. Okay. Shh. Venus. Hi, Lynette. Oh, yep, that was the Vivi. She came through. Hi, Lynette. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so at least I got that paid, and then I was trying to get another bill paid and had to call and leave a message and wait for them to call me back. So the next time my phone rang, I was in the middle of something else, and I had to stop and talk to that person and pay that bill, so it was taken care of. But hey, at least they're paid. At least they're paid. You can't see my horn because it's not on my head because I wanted to try and show what that I'm actually really am crocheting. So I had to lower my computer to the table, which cuts off the top of my head. But I'm here and I had a good weekend. I wish I could have gotten more time in with my best friend, but oh well, it is what it is. I even had today off from my training position, so that was good and helpful. Ah, hi, Flippy Tail. Why aren't you on your bed? Hi, Flippy Tail. Did I move it too far away from me? Well, if I put it too close to me, then I would have dropped something on you, and I don't want to do that either. Lay down. Lay down. I know, you just want to be petted, I know. She couldn't get my attention. Not the way she wanted it. All right, go lay on your bed. Go lay on your bed. Silly cat. You can go lay on the chair, too. To move my office chair around in order to get in and out of my kitchen. You know, she's staring at the wheels of the chair. She's watching the door. She's listening to the hall. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I already gave that away. Well, I can't do that then. I have to figure out what I'm going to do. with a thing or two, trying to make a little more space for something that I want to bring back, the storage unit. But anyway, click. No, I really haven't been focused on very much except trying to find a job and to do what I can for my training position. And did I forget? Oh no, I'm right there right now. Let's see. So this one should be. Nope, I was in the right spot. Okay, so this one. And this one. Okay. Ugh. Oh. Oh wow. Took 20 minutes to start yawning. Yeah, my head's all stuffed up again too. And my eyes were a little swollen this morning. My eyelids were a little swollen. As you know, you just sit there and doing whatever you're doing, and you're watching a show, and you look up, and it doesn't even matter what's going on the show, and all of a sudden your brain says, "Oh, that person is gone now." And all of a sudden you start crying, tears just running down your face. Sometimes it goes into sobbing, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you just lay in bed and hug your pillow close to you, your extra pillow, the body pillow, close to you, and then you can't stop thinking about the person that your brain's brought up. And hi, grief is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Yes, grief is a wonderful thing. So, um, Jamie, oh goodness, almost to the end. Let's see, did I do that close enough to write? Okay, pretty girl, pretty girl. No, that's not yours. It's mine. Somebody caught the string. Now I have to be really careful not to let it hang off my lap. So you know what I'm working on. What are you working on? What are you working on? Whoever's still here, tell me what your most recent project is, whether it's on hooks or needles. I've got a vest and two more tank top, summer top patterns, yarn for patterns that I've already picked out uh, to work on after I get this done. So, except for the fact that I had to tear a bunch of rows out because I realized I wasn't doing something right and it wasn't written properly. I think I talked about that in last week's video, last week's live, which is now a video. Uh, so yeah, I'm finally getting along to the point where I almost to the point where I was before I realized something wasn't working right. And now I've pretty much got it. And my decrease is, um, I don't know the right way, staggering them just a little bit rather than having it go up, um, more of a triangle. God, because, uh, yeah, it just doesn't, I can't get it to look the way it looks in the pattern. And it doesn't tell me exactly how to do it in the pattern. It just tells me to do it this way, and I'll put this stitch in the one right before it. And I'm like, no, because that's going to decrease the size of that piece in the middle. And the piece in the middle doesn't even get around my belly right now. It might go around my back, but then it goes around my belly. Suzanne says, I have to restart my recent project, unfortunately. I'll restart in a different yarn. The Chanel was harder to see the stitches working around the starting chain, so I messed up the stitch count. Oh, yeah. The Chanel can do that. It can be hard to work with, especially if you're using a smaller hook and it's hard to see what you're picking up. I don't know why my head's so stuffed up all of a sudden, though. This just get worse and worse and worse. The longer I sit here, try not to yawn at you. Okay, now it's just regular two to a spot, two double crochets to a I don't even know what to call it. Never mind. Oh, so, ugh, sorry. So that's the door to my bedroom. It's got my hearts hanging on it, and then it's got a purple banner behind it, and I I can't show you what it says because I don't want to get out of the chair. But what do you? Oh, give me a second. Give me a second. Somebody needs to go. I'll be right back. Hello. I'm trying to bring up that. There it is. Trying to bring up the camera. I'm sure she'll scratch at the door to one out, but that's okay. Um, so let's see. Excuse me. Um, I just, well, I haven't been doing a lot. I've just been coming home from my training job and vegging and then having to go to bed and then tossing and turning and tossing and turning and wishing things would change. I feel like I'm on the, it's not the treadmill. What am I trying to say? I feel like I'm, oh, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing and expecting a different result. That would be about right. Um, and it's my whole life. It's just everything. It's not any one thing that could be changed. You know, it's just everything. It's just everything. And I mean, there's sort of like, this. I don't even know how to phrase it. Kind of like, what do I do now? What do I do next? How do I move forward? Trying not to cry right now. I need a drink. Okay. I haven't heard her come back and scratch on the door yet. There you are. Coming out? Are you coming out? I know I pushed it open enough for you to fit through. And so now I'm just going to leave it, okay? I'm just going to leave it like that. So you can go back in if you need to. Just don't push the door too far open, please. Bedroom's a bit messy, to say the least. Um, so anyway, what was the project supposed to be, Suzanne? I'm sorry that you have problems, but Venus is being a brat again. I think she went back in. Well, the bedroom has the bathroom, and the bathroom is where her litter box and her food and water are, except for the fresh food, which is by the kitchen. The fresh, listen to me. The wet cat food is by the kitchen, not fresh. Good grief. Not like I go out and pull a trout out of the river or the lake and kill it for my cat. No, I buy the cans at the store, just like everybody else around here. Okay, that lives in the city anyway. And anyway, excuse me. So yeah, it's just trying to pare down, decide what, do I really need this? Is the way I was going to use this going to work, or do I need to find a different way to do it? It's Venus is worth a fresh catch. Yes, she would be, but I can't do that. It's a mystery project, literally. Cynthia's Joyful Creations is doing Mystery Make Along, so I literally have no idea. Oh no. Okay. Well, when you do know. Oh, anyway. No, it's just hasn't been. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. Hi, baby girl. It's just like I said, it's not really that I'm on a treadmill. It's just that, it's just everything right now. And I'm trying not to be sad and unhappy and depressed, but every now and then it hits me, it just hits me. It's like getting hit with a 2x4. Whack! So I'm going through some stuff. I'll figure it out. It is fed bag. It is, oh, a feed bag for an elephant. It is a feed bag for an elephant. Oh, I put lotion on my hands. They're so dry. Oh, and they're so sore. You can deploy the blue and gray options to Alabama. I'm having some of that. Change can be hard. Yeah, you can deploy the blue and gray options to Alabama. Are you talking about blue and gray yarn? Because I don't have any much, I don't have much blue left. I should say I don't have much blue left. I've got some yarn that I was supposed to give away over a year ago that I probably should look back and find out who it needs to go to and see if they still want it. Because I didn't mean to not keep my word. I had a lot going on last year and all at the same time. And gee, it happened a year later. What do you know? But I'll get through and I'll figure things out and I'll move forward as best I can. I think I may have a bit of yarn in there. I can pay the postage, Laura. I'm gonna have to see if I can figure out who wanted what because I don't know where my notebook got to that I wrote it all down in. But if I can find it, um, I will figure it out and then we will talk again. But you know my email, Suzanne. So if if you if you want to take the time to try and figure it out by looking at the video and seeing which ones, that'd be fine too. I'm sure the people will understand. I know they will, and I know they do. I just feel kind of bad that I kind of just had so much going on and I just sort of skipped some stuff that I didn't mean to skip. I still have my old emails, thousands of them. Oh, good idea. I do too. So I can look that way. I can look it up that way as well. But I still got to find the notebook where I wrote down because there were several people wanted certain things, and I don't remember if I responded to the winners every time. So, but that's a good idea. So between you and me, we'll figure it out, Suzanne, because I would gladly send it off to you if we can figure it out, or you and I, or just me, or just you. Me too, Suzanne. Oh, that's a good idea though, because I know I have all those emails, or at least most of them. Sometimes I will delete them once I know I've done it, or I'll actually take the stars off, and sometimes I'll go through and delete them later. But anyway, I should still have those too. So yeah, if I can figure it out, or we can figure it out, I will get to people and see if they still want that yarn because that was over a year ago that I was supposed to be sending that yarn out to people. And I got it bagged, and I think in every case I got it bagged. I don't think they're all in the bags anymore though, because I'm looking at the yarn going, where's the bags? So I might have taken them out of the bags because I couldn't figure out what, it got all, confused. It got all mixed together. That's what I'm trying to say. And so I think that's why I took the plastic mailers off of them. So anyway, beyond that, beside that, I am gonna go through everything and I might see about, passing on some stuff to you guys. It has to go in the order of along the lines of the channel. So obviously yarn, string, thread. That's what I'm trying to say. Yarn, thread, floss, pattern books. I mean, I'm going to go through everything. And it's going to take me a while. It's going to take me a long while. I got through 2 boxes last night and I'm so excited. I got through 2 boxes. Well, that is, I got through 2 boxes. I put what I wanted to on the shelf and I put a bunch of stuff back in a different box because the 2 boxes were too big. So I put them in a smaller, I put the leftover stuff in a smaller box and I threw some stuff away and I got rid of a few things. So yeah, oh yeah, exactly. It seems that we all hoard emails. Yippee! Yes, I know. I was so excited last night. Venus was wandering back and forth around my chair. And she's like, "You're not sitting in the right chair." And I know I can not sitting in the right chair because I can feel it in my back. Are you trying to get up that way? You can try. You can try. Because you can see my cat, she can take the leap. Do you need mama's help? Anyway, it's gonna take a little while for me to get things back to that. You're gonna come see me get in my light. You're gonna come get in my light. Email deletion in my webmail. I don't download email is a giant time-consuming pain in the butt. If it wasn't my email inbox would have at least several thousand less emails in it. I know I go through and delete stuff on my phone because it's quicker. I can say all and it deletes, but I go through the list and check to make sure there's nothing important. And then I could hit all and it deletes that whole chunk. And doing it on the computer, oh my gosh, it is so time consuming to go through it. And even the way I'm talking about, because it does hundreds of emails on the computer, where on my phone it does maybe 20. And so it's easier to go through the list to make sure they're not important. Talking about hoarding, I have been cleaning out my shed and my honey had all of our wedding decorations. Oh, if I had any left, they're all gone now. Yep, that's awesome. And why I sort of made sure I took a few things that I didn't want destroyed. I forgot. Didn't get to a few other ones, but well, there's a big chunk of my life that's gone missing now in photos. Nothing I can do about it now. So, um, what a headache sorting through stuff. No kidding. But I need to go through what I've got in the apartment so that I can start pulling after I've gone through everything in the apartment and I've sorted some stuff out to get rid of and some stuff to be thrown away and that kind of work. Then I can start pulling stuff back in from the storage unit, sorting through it, deciding, do I want to keep this? How do I want to keep this? That kind of thing. So some of it's kind of hard to give up. but I'll make it through somehow. I'll make it through somehow. And I got to figure out how to sell my china. What was the other thing? Oh, some antique luncheon dishes. Well, I call them antique. I don't know how old they actually are. Anyway, there's some stuff I need to figure out how to sell. What did I knock off? I don't know what I knocked off. We can sort of see my purple light coming through the door. Purple Christmas and Halloween lights that I have hanging in my room. They're my night lights. I have night lights all over my place, but I want to I want to put a lamp over there, but I don't think the cord's going to be long enough. But it's going to have, it's my old baby lamp. So I was the first child to use it, right? It was in my room when I was baby. So I don't know if it was an antique or a family heirloom. Before that, I don't know. Nobody ever told me. So it went through me and the other two growing up, and then it went through my two. So at least five children in two generations have had this lamp. Well, the lampshade came off of its metal ring, and the metal ring has the thing that holds the light bulb. So it's metal clip on. You clip it on the light bulb, and it's got a little glass tray at the bottom that you can put stuff in. Try Facebook Marketplace or Nextdoor app or both. I don't know about. Oh no, I know Nextdoor. Never mind. I used to be on that one. But yeah, thank you. That's good ideas. I really haven't figured out where to even start with on that, um, because it's all in the storage unit at this point. So I can't. Oh my gosh, Pixie Stitch, thank you for being here. A true vintage item. Well, I think it is because that clip, you know, they didn't do that past a certain time in probably the early 60s, maybe even late 50s. But so I don't know. It could have even been older than that. Vintage, though, is a good word. Thank you. Oh, hello, Carolyn. Thank you for being here. Yes, Veronica. Thank you for being here. Okay. So what was I saying? So I got oh, thank you. So I've got the china and the luncheon dishes but the lamp, that's what I've got some little unicorn lights. They're the LEDs, and I got them I think for my birthday, and I got those, and so I want to put those. I'm gonna get an LED light bulb for the regular for the light bulb. I'm gonna get an LED light bulb rather than one that warms up, because that's what's on there. I know that's what's on there is an old light bulb. But I don't want that metal to get hot, because I think that's why the paper glued tape that was all the way around, I think that's why over all those years it finally gave out. So I've got plans to fix that up, and I don't know if I'm going to paint over. It's Mary Had a Little Lamb, so it's Mary and then the little lamb, and then it goes through the story, the poem about how it follows her. Yeah, so it's really cute, but I want to utilize it as an adult in my God 60s, I want to use it. I want to have it as a little light somewhere in my apartment, and the place I need it is right over there. I just don't know how I'm going to make that work because the plug back there only has one, well, it's two outlets, obviously, but thank you, Veronica. But I needed to plug in another strip, and I don't have another strip, number one. And number two, I don't want to try and move that hutch to too much other stuff to do to move that hutch. Not that I couldn't do it, but I'd have to empty everything off of it. I'd have to empty everything out of the bottom in order to even think about, yes, old light bulbs, damaged lampshades. Yeah, no kidding. I know. I had to replace one in my bedroom. I've had to replace it twice. No, wait. I had to replace that. I had to replace one on that lamp twice. This one I only had to replace once because, well, I got all hot from the light bulb, and it caused it had pleated uh, I don't pleated material. No kidding, it's wild. Um, Over plastic, and of course it's glued on. You know where the pleats meet the plastic, right? The downside, the valley. There we go of the pleat, and then yeah. Okay, so anyway, I think I had shifted it so it was too close to the light bulb, and it melted all of the glue and the plastic of the light of the shade itself, and so that section all came off. This was going woo woo, and if you left it alone, it would just because it was used to being pleated, so it would sit against the lampshade. Your curio cabinet needs dusting just desperately. Oh, so does my whole apartment. You want to come help me? I need to vacuum the floor again. It's probably been a month and a half already. Anyhow, I just keep getting behind, and I just got caught up. I had no dirty dishes until I ate dinner, made dinner and ate dinner. So now I have dirty dishes again. I had my pans almost completely caught up except for two, I think. And now not only did I get one of them washed, actually two of them, one, no, there must have been three or four dirty ones then. Not only did I get them washed, they've been reused again already. Oh, so yeah. And I do not have a dishwasher. I have to wash all my dishes in my sink by hand. And my sink faucet is too low. Only has a very, very small arc on it as it comes up and over the sink. So I'm actually thinking about buying my own faucet and having them put it on, and then I'll have them take it off later. I'll tell them, no, leave the old faucet here because you're going to put it back on later if I move out. Ha ha ha. I'd help if I were closer. Hard to keep up with it all, I know. I've been busy moving, but thankfully in the same building. Oh, you and I need to talk. At least it's only in the same building because you had me worried for a second there. But yeah, uh, so yes, I know all about getting behind. I used to try and clean my apartment every weekend. Ha! That's been a long time. It's been way before I started the training position, the training job, the training. Yeah, it was long before that I had stopped. I just couldn't do it anymore. I just like, we had a one bedroom and we're moving into a two bedroom. I was hoping that's what it was. That's great. That's just great. I'm happy for you guys. You waited long enough. So, yep, I've just got my hands full again, just with different stuff and more grief. That's what happens when people die around you. So, and she is upgrading. That's right. Took long enough too. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know yet, exactly what I'm going to give away, but more things to dust, Sue. Laugh out loud. Oh, yep. But yep, I'll go through stuff and weed stuff out and pass it on downstairs at the apartment building if it's not something that I feel I can give away on my channel or something I feel that I can't sell. Uh, and just go from there. I have a yeah. I have an old ironing board in it's not that old. I mean, it's still in good shape. Broke my nail. Um, that I'm going to donate to somewhere, whoever will take it. That's better. All right, everybody. I can't breathe through my nose again. I'm not getting enough air through my nose. I've just felted. I just have a felted pad to put on the table to iron. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Very true, happy dusting, because I live in a very cluttered one bedroom where every square inch is utilized. And that's part of what I'm looking at doing is figuring out, am I really utilizing my space to the best of my ability? And how can I fix it if I'm not? How can I change it if I'm not utilizing it to the best of my ability? I think I know what I might do. That actually might work. Huh. I think I might have just solved the problem. Don't know how well it'll work, but I think I might have just solved the problem. So, anyway, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. It's not quite 8 o'clock, but my eyelids are heavy, and my nose is stuffed up, and I have one of the ironing boards that drop down from the wall, from in the wall. Oh, yes, I like those too. Of course, it doesn't work too much with quilting when you have to suddenly do it while you're working on a project to say, oh, my seam's all screwed up or whatever. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Don't forget the thumbs up on your way out if you didn't give it to me on your way in. Have a great week. Great to see all of you. And I do mean all of you who talk. And the numbers were up to 8. So that's awesome. I want to get my numbers back up again. So anyway, that's right. Kisses, hugs. Have a good week. Bye. Bye. Goodbye. 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 Bye. Bye.